In the aftermath of war, the hunter becomes the hunted, told in 3 parts. The Huntress is a powerful story of courage and resilience, set against the backdrop of World War II and its aftermath. Part 1, Moscow, 1943. Nina Markova has always dreamed of flying. And when the Nazis attack the Soviet Union, she risks everything to join the legendary Night Witches, an all-female night bomber regiment wreaking havoc on the invading Germans. Her fellow airmen tease her for her inexperience, but Nina soon proves herself a capable pilot. On her 21st birthday, she completes her most daring mission yet. With her wing woman by her side, Nina flies deep into enemy territory, planting bombs that destroy a key Nazi communications hub. But as they prepare to return home, disaster strikes. The plane is hit, and Nina finds herself stranded behind enemy lines. Fearing that she will be captured and tortured by the ruthless Nazis, she steals a horse and makes her way through the snowy wilderness. But her pursuers are relentless, and soon she is forced to hide in the ruins of a bombed-out building. Suddenly, a pair of piercing blue eyes appears in the darkness. "Who are you?" she whispers. "I am Death," replies the stranger. And with those chilling words, Nina is plunged into a terrifying game of cat and mouse, with a deadly predator stalking her through the frozen wasteland. Part 2, Nuremberg, 1946. Transformed by the horrors he witnessed from Omaha. Beached to the Nuremberg trials, British war correspondent Ian Graham has become a Nazi hunter. He is haunted by memories of the atrocities he uncovered and driven to uncover the truth behind the disappearance of thousands of women across Germany. His superiors dismiss his concerns, believing the disappearances to be the work of black marketeers.
Ow.
But Ian is convinced there is more to the case. He forms an unlikely alliance with the U.S. military government and uses his insider knowledge to track down leads. His investigation takes him from the rubble of Berlin to the picturesque Bavarian Alps, where locals whisper of a ruthless killer preying on young women. Despite the danger, Ian is determined to bring the murderer to justice. All signs point to a prominent Nazi officer, but Ian suspects there is more to the case than meets the eye. His search for the truth leads him to Nina, the only witness to escape the killer's clutches and the only person who can help him catch her. Together, these two unlikely allies must confront their own demons and put aside their differences to stop a deadly threat. But as they close in on the killer, they become targets themselves, and only Nina's bravery and cunning will keep them alive. Part 3, Boston, 1962. British war correspondent Ian Graham has become a celebrated author. But his fame has not diminished his haunted look or the nightmares that plague his sleep. 20 years have passed since the horrors of World War II, but Ian still feels the weight of what he has seen and done. One day, a letter arrives from an unexpected source, a young woman named Jordan McBride, seeking his help. She tells him that her father had fought alongside him in the war and that she believes her father may have been killed by a Nazi spy. Desperate to protect her father's legacy, Jordan asks Ian to investigate. Though reluctant at first, Ian is drawn into the mystery and travels to Boston, where he meets Jordan and her father, Thomas. At first, Jordan's stepmother, Heidi, seems like a loving and supportive member of the family. But as Ian digs deeper into Heidi's past, he uncovers a dark secret. She had been living under a false identity and had been married to a high-ranking Nazi officer before the war. As Ian closes in on the truth, he puts himself in danger and uncovers a plot that reaches all the way to the highest levels of government. Growing up in post-war Boston, Jordan McBride is determined to become a photographer. When her long-widowed father unexpectedly comes home with a new fiancée, Jordan is thrilled. But there is something disconcerting about the soft-spoken German widow, certain that danger is lurking. Jordan begins to delve into her new stepmother, as past only, to discover that there are mysteries buried deep in her family, ... secrets that may threaten all Jordan holds dear. Determined to protect her loved ones, Jordan enlists the help of renowned war correspondent Ian Graham, who just might be able to unravel the tangled web of deceit and uncover the truth about Heidi's past. But as they dig deeper into the mystery, they find themselves in grave danger and must race against time to expose the hidden agendas and sinister plots that threaten to destroy everything. Mystery, suspense, and romance collide in this captivating tale. Can Ian and Jordan uncover the truth before it's too late? Will Nina and Ian's shared secret tear their partnership apart, or bring them closer together? And how far will the Huntress go to protect her secrets? Join us as we delve into the twisted minds of these unforgettable characters and explore the enduring power of love, courage, and hope in the darkest of times. Don't miss out on this thrilling ride. Add the Huntress to your cart today and get ready to be captivated. And now, let's dive into the book. Chapter 1, January 1943. The frigid air of the Russian winter bit at Nina Markova's cheeks, making them sting and bright red. She pulled her leather jacket tighter around her slight frame, trying in vain to keep warm. The wind whipped through the skeletal branches of the trees, creating a symphony of eerie sounds that did little to soothe the turmoil in her heart. She stared up at the overcast sky, watching the lone bomber plane slowly disappearing into the gloom. It was then she knew she had to make a decision. Stay and face the Nazi invaders head-on, or flee and risk the uncertainty of the unknown. As the days grew darker and the Nazi presence loomed ever closer, Nina found herself torn between her desire for safety and her unwavering sense of duty. Chapter 2. Meanwhile, in the heart of Nazi Germany, a sinister figure lurked. A ruthless killer whose sole purpose was to stalk and eliminate those who stood in the way of the Nazi agenda. Her name was the Huntress, and she was about to become Nina's greatest adversary. The mere mention of her name sent shivers down the spines of even the bravest soldiers. Her methods were brutal, efficient, and terrifying, leaving her victims with no chance of survival. Chapter 3. Back in Russia, Nina decided to stay and fight. She joined a group of female snipers who were trained in the art of stealth, precision, and deception. Under their guidance, Nina honed her skills, learning how to become one with the shadows, move silently, and strike with deadly accuracy. She quickly proved herself to be a natural, her determination and quick wit making her a valuable asset to the team. Chapter 4. As the war raged on, Nina and her fellow snipers carried out numerous missions behind enemy lines, sabotaging Nazi operations and providing intelligence to the Russian forces. They became a thorn in the side of the Germans, their presence a constant reminder of the danger that lurked in the shadows. However, with each passing day, the situation grew increasingly dire. The German army was relentless, pushing forward and tightening its grip on Russian territory. Nina and her comrades knew that they were in grave danger. Chapter 5. Just when all hope seemed lost, Nina received a message from Ian Graham, a British war correspondent who had been tracking the movements of the Huntress. He believed that she was planning a major attack and needed Nina's help to stop her. Despite the risks involved, Nina knew that she had to take action. She assembled a small team of her most trusted sniper comrades, and together they embarked on a perilous journey to intercept the Huntress. Chapter 6. As Nina and her team closed in on the Huntress, the stakes grew higher and the danger more imminent. They faced numerous obstacles and close calls, but their determination and courage never wavered. Each step brought them closer to their quarry, but also exposed them to the full extent of the Huntress's ruthlessness. Chapter 7. Finally, Nina and the Huntress came face to face in a dramatic confrontation that tested Nina's skills, strength, and resolve. The battle was fierce and suspenseful, keeping readers on the edge of their seats until the very end. In a moment of desperation, Nina made a split-second decision that would change everything, setting in motion a chain of events that would ultimately lead to the downfall of the Huntress. Chapter 8. In the aftermath of the confrontation, Nina was left reeling from the revelations that came to light. She uncovered the true motives behind the Huntress's actions and the shocking connection they shared. This unexpected twist added a new layer of complexity to the story, raising questions and deepening the emotional impact of the narrative. Chapter 9. The conclusion of the story saw Nina coming to terms with the sacrifices she had made and the consequences she had faced. Her journey toward healing and redemption began, offering a glimmer of hope amidst the darkness. As the story drew to a close, readers were left contemplating the true meaning of courage, resilience, and the enduring power of the human spirit. And there you have it, a glimpse into the gripping tale of Nina and the Huntress. If you enjoyed this roller coaster ride of a story, don't forget to show your support. Your encouragement means the world to us, so go ahead, show your support and let us know what you think. And hey, if you're still craving more exciting stories, we've got plenty more where that came from. So sit back, relax, and get ready to be captivated once again. Thanks for joining us on this thrilling adventure. Till next time, happy reading. And remember, the most extraordinary journeys often begin with a single click.